Okay, everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you. Now, I know there's going to be some questions. There's just about a month to go of the regular season, so it's that time of season, isn't it, where everybody wants to know what's going on. So I'll take a few. Taylor Harding, American sportscaster. Now, Aussie, your Mets team continues to struggle after the All-Star break. Is Bruce Krabs' position as manager guaranteed? Lot to unpack there, Tyler. Lot to unpack. First of all, is Bruce's job guaranteed? No, not at all. No jobs. My job's not guaranteed, so his sure as hell isn't. But, that being said, we're not looking to make a change either. Struggle is a relative term, mate, and, we're still just under 600 for the season. I believe we're the second best team in baseball. Have we fallen off from where we'd like to be? Absolutely we have, yes. We're a little ways behind the Braves right now, and that's not where we want to be. But we're not in a bad spot either, are we? Ozzy, if I can. With the expanded roster, can we expect to see changes to your lineups? I don't know if it'll see changes to the lineup necessarily, but what it will do is it will give us other options, obviously. And you can never have too many options. There's no secret that some of our players have struggled a little bit compared to the high standards that they're capable of. So maybe, just having some other options in there, maybe to give them a little kick up the backside and make them realize that they do actually need to still play well if they want to be in this Mets lineup. Finally, for me, Artie, can the Mets still win the Eastern Division? Yeah, absolutely, mate. We can still win this division. There's still, a month to go. What's that, 26, 27 games or so? It's a lot of games to play for to only be 7 behind. So we're still fighting for it. We've got 2 series to come against the Braves as well. So when it's mathematically impossible, then I'll say we can't win it. But until then, I fully expect us to be divisional champions. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 72 of the New York Mets. And things haven't been going too well. It's relatively well, I should say. We're just below 600. We're 7 games back though now, the Braves, and we're September 1st. It's going to be really, really difficult at this point to run them down, I think. But there is hope because we do have a 4-game series against them there, and then a 3-game series as well. So there is still hope, but it's going to be difficult. Now, since last episode, we'll catch you up on what's happened first of all. And it's been a little bit hit and miss. We, of course, swept the Braves. We then had a 3-game series against the Phillies, and we only won 1 of those games. Now, game 1 of the series, you can see we gave up 4 runs in the last 2 innings to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And again, it was the pitching that let us down. Smith, 0.1 of an innings, 3 runs given up. Villaness got stuck with the loss, so I feel like that was probably Smith's mess that he was left to clean up. So that was frustrating and annoying. Then in game 3, what can you do when this happens? In the fifth innings, Syndergaard gave up a grand slam. Again, it probably wasn't it was a determining factor, but yeah, Syndergaard, 4.2 innings, 5 runs, only 1 of them earned. So an expensive error there looks like by Morlock has essentially cost us the game there. So that's another one that we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot with. We played Miami. We won 2 of 3 here, which was good. Game 1, an absolute masterclass on the mound by Tejada. 8 innings, 7 hits, no earned runs. So that was excellent. And Diaz didn't stuff that one up for once, which was nice to see. Game 2, Peterson. Lost my spot here. There we go. Peterson here. Pitched fine. He pitched okay, but look at him with the bat. 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Go on, Peterson. He went, 6 innings without giving up any earned runs. Just the 1 run that was given up on a blue error there, it looks like. So that's all well and good. Then we went and we played game 3 of this series, and this was a Kalomi horror start. Back to his very, very worst. 3.2 innings, 6 earned runs. So it was always tough to come back from that. And to be fair, we made a decent crack at it, but we just couldn't quite get the job done. We played Tampa Bay. We won 1 of 2 there, which is okay. It's at home. Maybe you would have liked to have won both of them, but it was tight in the first one. We played the Phillies again. We lost game 1. We won the next 2, and then we lost game 3, 9-10, to sort of throw away what would have been a good series for us otherwise. We played Boston. We won both of these. The first one we won in the 11th innings, and it was a Alvarez home run that got the job done for us there. So that's good to see. We won a close game for once. And then game 2, again, we're Peterson back to his very best. I mean, 6 runs in the 6th is always nice. But look at Peterson's performance. 8.1 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. So an absolute masterclass from him as well. So if we look at the expanded standings here, and we will see that, I mean, we're relatively safe in the wildcard spots. But we've got to be pushing on here. We've got to trying to do a little bit better against the Braves, who, I mean, let's face it, the Braves are the best team in baseball. And a little bit of what's we're looking for here, like perspective. We're still equal second best team in baseball with the Reds. So, we're not doing badly by any means. But it just feels like we are, because we haven't played well. We haven't played well since Mauricio got injured. He's back in 5 days, and it just seems since then, you'll see that Nichols, our new pitcher's got himself a bit of an injury as well. That's not too serious. He'll be back shortly as well. No one's playing particularly badly, but we have had the expanded roster. So we'll just go through the players that we've called up into the expanded roster first. If we look at the pitching, Anthony Kay, we've called him back up. He's a start. Good. He's done okay when he's played for us. He's done average in AAA this year, but we've called him in. He'll be someone in the bullpen, sort of a long reliever. He could go in as a starter if we need him to. So we've called him in. We've also called in Trey Cobb. He's decent. I still think there's a really good pitcher in there for us, but again, he's not done too well in AAA this year. But when he was up in the majors right at the start of the year, he did fine. I think he may have got injured, and that's why he got dropped out, and then this never really came back in. But he had a decent whip. He had a good to decent ERA, so it's good to give him a chance back in the lineup. Zamora is back in as well. We called him back in when Nichols got injured. When Nichols comes back, obviously we'll bring him back in as well, and then we'll really have a good look at what we can do. But you can see here, no one pitcher is doing particularly badly. No one starter. I mean, Stefanovic is maybe the weaker link, but it's his first full year in the majors. You would expect that. But he's not doing too badly either. It just seems like when the pitching's doing well, the batting's not, and vice versa. Now, where we've really brought people in is in the sort of the batters here. You can see we've got so many players on cold streaks, which is just disappointing. If we go down the list here, Matt Winiker, we brought him in. He's a good first baseman. He's a good defensive player as well. I'm thinking he might be a better option for us than Dominic Smith. They're both left-handed batters. They're pretty much of a muchness, but he's a much better defensive player. If we look at Dominic Smith in comparison, I mean, maybe he's even better than Dominic Smith. So we could be seeing the very end of Dominic Smith here. We'll wait and see how things play out here. But Winiker has come in for a chance here. We've called back Chevron Newton with an expanded roster. The fact that he can only play third base is fine. So he comes in for the expanded roster time. It's the outfield where we've called in some players. Luis Gonzalez comes back in for he just comes back in, doesn't he, this time of the year, every season. He's a good player. I'm hoping, the fact that he's not in a slump, he's a little bit tired yet, but we'll bring him in when he gets a chance, and hopefully he'll prove his worth to us. Juan Mayora, we've called him back in. He hasn't had he's had a decent year in AAA, but nothing to make you think he's ready to come straight back in here. But again, he's done well for us in previous seasons, batting sort of high 250s, low 260s. So we'll see how he goes, but yeah, I mean, it's a good option to have him on the bench. We've also called back in Odenthal. We dropped him, and he went down. He hasn't done much to tell me he's ready to come back, but only batting 233, 308, still in a slump, but we know what he can do. We know he can be a really, really good player for us, so we'll just got to hope and see what happens. Yeah, but that's all the news. We are playing against Baltimore today. Let's have a look at the lineup that we're sending out and they're all must-win games now, aren't they? And this is it. So Jeff McNeil leads us off. He's back on a hot streak, which is excellent. So he'll play at second base. Bernhard Morlock comes back in the bat number 2 and play at third base again in a hot streak. Conforto bats 3. He's in a frosty streak, but we've got to have faith in our good players. It's my boy Blue cleans up and plays first base. Suzuki drops down to 5 to accommodate Morlock. He plays in right field. Vaughns continues at shortstop. He bats number 6. Alvarez is batting 7. He's the catcher. Alec Thomas is in center field. He bats 8. Syndergaard takes the mound for us today, which makes it an even more important game, given that it's a Syndergaard start. We're up against Griffin Canning. Let's have a look what he's good as well, isn't he? He's good. He's a whip of 122, ERA of 3.87. He looks a really good pitcher, doesn't he? This is going to be a tough game for us. Let's see how we do. And here we go. Welcome to Citi Field. Straight into it. No mucking around there. They've laid down the bunt. Blues there. They're going to bunt for a hit. No, I think he got him. Did we get him? I think we got him. The crowd's clapping, so I'm going to say we got him. We just wait for the commentary to take up here. It just really didn't waste any time. Got straight into it. We're still finding out about, here we go, the pitch. The attempted butt. Alonso's onto it. Throws to first. McNeil's covering, and it is indeed the first out. We got there eventually. All right. Evan White steps in to bat. Up against Noah. Oh, he's hit that. He's hit that. I think he's popped it up, though, has he? Alec Thomas, it's bending back towards him. He's going to make a play. It's a decent catch out there. And that is 2 away. It's Santander now. The Spanish bank comes into bat. He's hit that. And again, that should be easy enough for Alec Thomas out there. The deposit is made into his glove. And Santander goes back to the dugout, tail between his legs. So there we go. 3 up, 3 down in the first innings. Not the quickest. It looks like a lot of full counts there. But now we go with McNeil to try and lead us off. We know what he can do. We know what he can do. Is he going to have a good day, though? He's hit that. Oh, he's hit that really well. It's not going to leave the stadium, but it is going to find the grass out there, and it might even be a lead-off triple. Outfielder picks it up. McNeil's going to third. He trots into third. He could have stood up. He doesn't decide not to show off, though. It is a lead-off triple for Jeff McNeil, and he is back. He is back, baby. Go on, McNeil. Last time we saw him, he struck out 4 times. It's the Bernhard Morlock now. Can he drive in a first innings run? He's hit it back up. No, he's popped it up. Unlucky Bernhard. And that is McNeil back to third and 1 away. What I think has been really frustrating, as I said, about the way the season's going is that no one's particularly playing badly. That's going to drive in a run for Conforto. It is going to be an out, but it's enough to get the run across the plate, so that's fine. With 2 out, it's going to bring Blue up and just swing for the fences here, mate. But a nice early lead. What's been particularly frustrating is that no one player is sort of playing particularly badly. Like consistently. Obviously, you know, batters have games where they go 0 for. Pitchers will have bad outings. That's sort of all, you know, you take that for what it is. Rio Ruiz comes in. The lead-off walk. But yeah, no one's really playing that badly all of the time. It just seems like, you know, we're either all brilliant or we're all horrible. You know, we just need that one or two players to sort of get us across the line at times, and we don't have that. I do wonder when Mauricio comes back, if that just kind of strengthens the lineup. It's going to be caught out there by Alec Thomas. He's going to hold the runner at third as well. Well done, mate. If that just sort of strengthens the whole lineup, perhaps. If McNeil and Morlock are going to be back on form, as the innings has ended there with a nice strikeout for Syndergaard, if they can come back on form, then, you know, that might be what we need, and everybody else around them can chip in. Suzuki's given that a ride. I don't think it's going to leave. Is it going to be caught out there? It'll be a good catch if it is, and it is a decent catch. Unlucky for Suzuki. Vaughn's comes into bat now. You can see his batting is just not as good as Mauricio. What we don't have is when we're facing right-handed pitchers, we don't have the hitting shortstop that we did have. Obviously, one player doesn't make or break a lineup, but I just feel like we seem to be a lot stronger all the way down when we do have Mauricio in the lineup. So hopefully, as I said, he's back in a week or so. I'm tempted to maybe give Rosario a chance in the lineup. He's a better defensive shortstop than Vaughn's, and maybe just use Vaughn's, you know, when we need to. Syndergaard gets 1 strikeout. The pitcher comes up. McNeil fields that easily over to Blue for the second out. This is looking like a bit of a better innings. We're already 39 pitches in, though. It seems a little high, perhaps. That's not too bad, is it? That's all going to get through. Vaughn's couldn't quite drag it down. It's a 2-out single. And yeah, we go again here with Evan White up to the plate. They've gone to steal. Can we throw him down? No, it doesn't look like we can. So that is a runner at second now, and just man in the danger zone. We want to try and hang on to our lead here if we can. That's back up the middle, and that, unless Alec Thomas has a bullet for an arm, just about keeps the runner at third. So with 2 out runners at the corners, Santander comes back up, and he gets a hit on that. McNeil, easy play, oh mate, easy play. There we go. We keep the O, and that is minor heart attacks, but job done in the end. We get to the bottom of the third, still with our lead. Alec Thomas steps in the bat. What can he do here? He gets a hit on it, but it's not going to get into the outfield, and that is an easy out at first base. That'll bring Syndergaard up to bat. What can he do? He's got a full count here. Can he find himself on base here? Let's see. Come on, mate. Oh, he strikes out. Oh, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. It's Jeff McNeil now with 2 out. What can he do? He's got the triple out of the way. Can he hit for the cycle? No. He's popped it up. Just for a second off the bat, it looked good, didn't it? But it was easily caught out there by Santander in the end. And that is the end of a relatively quick innings for us. Rio Ruiz comes back in to face the great man Noah Syndergaard. What's he got for him? They're hitting him, aren't they? Which is a little bit annoying. McNeil picks it up over to Blue. That's an easy out. And we go again now with Unistel, whatever that name is, Diaz comes in to bat. Come on, Noah. Oh, that's been well hit and it's gotten through. That is a 1-out single. And yeah, that is perhaps small problems there. Bryson Scott comes in. There's a walk. It's 1 out. Runners at first and second. Noah, you're killing me here, mate. You're killing me. It's Drew Millaz. We could do with a strikeout or a double play. It's back up the middle. Oh, it's going to load the bases with 1 out. Noah, this is killing us, mate. Come on, it's. What do you say that? Hozu, I guess. Cruz. We need an out. Oh, it's Blue. Can we get the double? Can we get the double? No, it's just 1. You should have thrown home, mate. I knew I could see what he was doing, but you've got to throw home. They've tied it up. The pitcher comes up to bat. Surely we can end it there. There we go. All right. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse. If Bernhard Morlock comes in to lead us off, he's got a hit on it, but it's not going to get past second base, and that will be the first out of the bottom of the 4th. Conforto now steps in. What's he going to do for us? Oh, it's a strikeout. Conforto's just not having a good day, is he? He's just not even a good day, just a good second half of the season. And Blue strikes out as well. Well, that was not what the doctor ordered. But we go to the 5th, tied at 1. And as I said, it's basically every game is a must-win game from now. There's a strikeout for Noah. If we are going to run down, but the only thing we have in our favour is we do have 7 games against the Braves to come. I don't think we can rely on winning all 7 of those though. So we want to try and get the gap down as close as possible before we reach those games. Santander pops one up, and that'll end the top of the 5th. The other question I did want to ask you guys is, do we want to make this our last season at the Mets? Win, lose, or draw? Are we getting a little bit sick of the Mets? I've noticed the views are just dropping off a little bit. I'm just wondering if... Oh, that's been well hit by Suzuki, but it's caught out there. If maybe a little bit of interest is dropping off. The problem is... Not the problem, but if you guys that are still watching, your interest probably isn't dropping off. But I do wonder if maybe... Last year was sort of a bit of an afterthought right at the end of the year, do we call it? So I'm sort of asking earlier on in the season this time around, do we want to call it? Look to go to another club, see if we can replicate some success with them, see how far my beginner's luck will stretch. Or are we happy to keep going with the Mets? I'm happy either way, as I've always said. Doesn't really worry me. Alec Thomas. Oh, is it going to be an infield hit though? It probably will be. A bit of a 2-out rally going on here. And that's going to bring up the... No, is it the pitching slot? No, it is the pitching slot. So Syndergaard with a chance, but he's not really the man we'd want. Oh, Syndergaard! Go on! Hey! 3-run home run for Noah. Get that up, yeah, Baltimore. And it is 4-1 on the back of Noah Syndergaard. Absolutely launching a ball 391 feet. Go on, Syndergaard. That's excellent stuff. That's what a 2-out rally is supposed to be like. Jeff McNeil now steps in. Can he add to the pain? He's got a hit on it. Is it going to get down? No, it's going to be... it's a relatively easy catch in the end. But shots fired. It's 4-1 on 3 hits. We're efficient. If nothing else, we're efficient. Syndergaard goes back to work now against Rio Ruiz. He's given himself a chance of the win. That should be... No, it's gotten straight through Vaughn's. It should have been easily fielded. We get a single there. It's his 100th hit of the season for Rio Ruiz. And it brings Diaz back to the plate. Can we get a double play here? Come on, Noah. He's popped that up, as he know. He's popped it into center field. It's not center field. Left center is what he's done. And it's none out, 2 on. And yeah, I was going to say, is it time to call it on Syndergaard? He's got his hit. We bring Villanez in, and hopefully he'll be able to just get us out of this little sticky mess that we're in the top of the 6th. That should be a double play. That should be a double play. Villanez comes in, he strikes. Suddenly it's 2 down. There is a runner on third, but with a 3-run lead, we can just about deal with that. Can Villanez, though, end the innings here for us? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Go on, mate. That's what we like to see. We maintain that lead. A little bit of luck there, perhaps, but Bruce made a good call. Took Syndergaard out, brought Villanez in, and he cleaned up the mess. Morlock to lead us off now. Morlock, a hit down the third base line. Oh, he's done the whiff throw, the trick throw, and that's going to be an error. And we do get a runner on first with none out. Conforto to the plate. He's still in his frosty streak. He's 0 for 2 today. Can he do anything? He did get an RBI, though, so let's not... Oh, Conforto! No, it's been popped up. It had height, it had distance. It just... The distance was straight up, wasn't it? We go now with a runner on first. 1 out. Blue steps in. Blue, he's popped it up as well. And that's going to be 2 away. Not exactly what we wanted. Blue's form has dropped off just a little bit. He seems to just do enough though to keep himself in the lineup. Suzuki Aussie picked him off. Morlock, you muppet. Not what was needed, but with 2 out, maybe you probably need the lead to try and if there's a hit in the outfield, you're going to want to try and score. So we'll give him that one. It means Suzuki comes up to lead off the next innings for us. That is an easy out down the third base there to Morlock. Over to Blue for the first out. This is good stuff, isn't it, so far? Here we go again now with Villanez. He strikes out another one. I'll tell you what, that's 2 or 3 strikeouts already today. 2 strikeouts for him. 73 strikeouts on the season. He's looking good this year. Make that 74 strikeouts for the season because that is another one. We stretch with a 4-1 lead. With Suzuki in the plate, a new pitcher as well. A lefty comes in. Now, we know that Suzuki can give them a ride. He just has gone off form ever so slightly, but at his best, there we go. That's right. We'll take that a leadoff walk. 40th walk this year for Suzuki as well. It brings Vaughns to the plate. Zimmerman comes in to pitch. We're walking through their bullpen, which is good. He lays down a bunt. Oh, it's not the best. It's not the best. They've gone for the double play. Did he get the out at second? They did get the out at second. Ah, it's a silly bunt. But anyway, it's all we've lost is an out. Still a runner at first. It's been well hit out there, and that is Alvarez on base. It's going to be Vaughns to second. Stay there, mate. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Wrong part of the lineup, but Alec Thomas can get a hit. Let's see if he can get himself on base here as well. He's got that. Has he got it through? He has got it through. That might just score Vaughns. He rounds third. He goes home. It's an RBI for Thomas. It's 5-1, and it just pads the lead. It protects us in a sense from a grand slam. All that'll do now is tie it up. It brings Juan Mayora in to pinch hit. The first we've seen of him this season. What's he got for us? He's got a hit down the first base line into a double play. No, just the one. He is quick. Does move the runner over to third, so it's not the worst. It gives Jeff McNeil now a chance to knock in another insurance run. Mayora goes for the steal, and he's there easily. Excellent stuff. And McNeil can now really, well, you can almost put this game to bed, can't he? A nice little base hit for us, mate. He's got that back. No, it's not going to get the job done. Run, McNeil. Run, mate. Run. I don't think he got there. No, he didn't. And that ends the 8th innings. No, that ends the 7th inning. Sorry, we moved to the 8th innings. It's Justin Wilson who comes in to pitch now. And let's hope he can see us out of this innings to bring Diaz in to probably blow the save, because that seems to be what he does. That's been well hit. I think it's okay. It's caught out there. Well done, Suzuki. 1 away. Come on, boys. Come on. Santander comes in to bat again. What's Wilson got for him? He's got too much for him. That's what he's got for him. Excellent stuff from Wilson. He has, 67 strikeouts now in the year. There's 2 outs here. Can he add a 68th? No, he cannot, but that's going to be popped up. Conforto should catch that in his sleep. And there we go. We move to the bottom of the 8th with a 4-run lead. They only have 3 outs left. Morlock leads us off. Zimmerman on the mound. Come on. Oh, he burnt her, Morlock! I think it's going to leave us. It is gone! Yes, it is! Alvarez. Hey, 10th home run for Morlock. He's missed most of the season, of course, as well. That's 6-1, though, and that should be the game. Surely we won't give up 5 runs in the 9th innings. That would be infuriating if that happened. It brings Conforto. There's no pressure on you here, mate. See if you can get yourself out of your slump. He's hit it well, but it's straight to first base, and that will be the first out of the 8th innings. It brings up my boy Blue. What's he got for us? Up against the lefties, a little bit stronger against them, and he strikes out. Never mind. With 2 out, Suzuki steps in, and he's a good player, isn't he? Look at that, 70 contact, 60 power. He's hit that really well. Is it going to get down? Is it going to leave? Oh, it's off the top of the wall. Suzuki inches away from a home run. He does slide into second, though, with a double, and that was really, really unlucky for Suzuki. That deserved a home run. He absolutely crushed it. Vaughns comes in the bat. Now, he's really not a good batter, is he? Why do I have him in the lineup? I don't understand. He's up against the lefty now, and he strikes out to end the 8th innings. I thought he was a good... Anyway, well, maybe... I don't know. Because he faced a righty, and he had the same sort of... Anyway, I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, Justin Wilson comes on to hopefully tie this thing up for us. That's down to Blue. Blue makes a good save. Can he get the out as well? Bluey! I think he reached. Did he get there? He did get there. Unlucky. Well done, Blue, though. It was a really good effort. All right, Wilson. Let's not start accumulating base runners here, please. Oh, I think that's going to be caught. Suzuki's there. Easily done. Keeps the runner at first as well. That's one away. A double play now, and we get the win. Come on, Wilson. Oh, he's walked him. He's walked him. We don't want base runners, mate. We do not want base runners. Come on. We've brought in Drew Smith, and he's blown saves for fun this year as well. ERA of 3.77, so he's not that bad. Come on, mate. Come on, Smithy. Let's get ourselves out of this mess. That's down to first base. It's an excellent stop by Blue. Is he going to get the out? No, he's not. For the second time this innings, Blue has made an excellent save, but he just can't get the out. And with loaded bases, 1 out, it's... Come on, Smith. That's a hit as well. Boys, I'd say it's Diaz time, but he's been blowing saves as well. What do we do? It's 6-2. It's still loaded bases. A grand slam now, and it's Diaz that comes in. Diaz, please, mate. Please. I beg of you. I really, really do. Surely we're not going to throw this away. Gets a strikeout. All right, we're 1 out away. They're also 1 swing of the bat away, so it's not good. Diaz, come on, mate. Please. Oh! No, I think it's popped up. Thomas is there. He's going to make the play. He does make the play. Yeah, we make it a little bit nervous for ourselves at the end. But 6-2, Mets win. And that turns out to be a very, very important win because the Braves have lost. We closed the gap down to 6 games. Can we do it? It would be a really good comeback, wouldn't it? But we're still a good team. This is what frustrates me a little bit. Our record is still really, really good. But we are genuinely still a good team. If we play to our potential, I think we can run them down. I really, really do. But we've got to play to our potential. But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when we play baseball. And we'll be back on Monday. We have to come back for Game 4 of this Atlanta series, don't we? Both of the Atlanta series are at their place, which doesn't make it the easiest. But we've got to come back for that. Hopefully, we might even be in a position to overtake them at top of the league, or the division, I should say, at that time. But until then, guys, open on TV. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know what you think of the people we've caught into the expanded roster in the comments, what we want to do next season. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care.